What's up, YouTube? And hello, Dr. Mom and class. So today, my mom asked me to make an inspiring video that she wants to show to her students. So let's get into the video on inspiration. Today's video is on people that were never supposed to be successful. This is Helen Keller. She was not born blind and deaf. This didn't happen until about 19 months of age. When she was the age of 7, she would kick and scream, get angry. She would giggle uncontrollably. Some family thought she should be in an institution. Eventually, at age 24, she went on to go and graduate college. She went on to raise support and help those that are blind and less fortunate and raise money. She traveled to 35 countries on 5 different continents, and in her speeches inspired millions of people. You think her family or anybody thought that she would ever be that kind of a person, successful? When she was 7 years old, crawling around on the floor, not knowing how to get around, not being able to hear anybody, no one would have fathomed that. I wouldn't fathom that if I had a child like that. The next person is Einstein. He felt alienated in school and had speech problems, yet he became known as one of the most brilliant scientists of all times. The next one is Dwight Moody. A lot of people probably actually haven't heard of this guy. He was from the 1800s. He had the education of a 5th grader, and he went into his uncle's shoe business. He had a successful shoe business, but he realized he wanted to do work to go and help the poor. He wanted to do work that was meaningful for his life. Part of the reason I do YouTube. I want to do some work that's meaningful. Despite his lack of education, he would speak to 10 to 20,000 people at a time in settings. I love this quote. "If this world is going to be reached, I am convinced that it must be done by men and women of average talent." That's part of the purpose of this video. A lot of these people just start off like you and I, people of average talent, yet they are known, very well known in history books. Next person is Harriet Tubman. She escaped slavery and helped hundreds of others escape slavery through the Underground Railroad system. You think anybody would have thought that a slave would end up becoming a hero for other slaves? She is a woman of inspiration. She proved that what people perceived to be near impossible was indeed possible. A slave becoming a hero. Right, so many of us know Stephen Hawking. By the way, he is still alive today. He is the age of 75. But you know, he's in the wheelchair with his ALS, and he wasn't born like that. That didn't happen until 21 years of age. And the doctors only gave him 2.5 years to live. This is over 50 years ago they gave him. And he is still alive today. One of the most brilliant physicists and scientists of all times, and is still alive to this day. It could have been very easy for him to just give up, thinking, what's the point of even trying anything? I only got 2.5 years of my life left. The next person is Steve Jobs. He dropped out of college after only going for 6 months. He started Apple. We're all familiar with the company Apple. Did you know, though, he was actually pushed out of Apple by other executives? He went and he bought a company from George Lucas, which later became known as Pixar. We're all familiar with Pixar. Who doesn't love Pixar is the real question. And eventually he got to return back to Apple again. He didn't give up. He proved that if you are persistent and you don't give up, you can be successful. And that's exactly what happened to him. And Apple is known for making some of the most revolutionary products of all times. I'd say the most revolutionary thing they made of them all is the first smartphone, the iPhone. What do all these people have in common? They're just ordinary people like you and I. They had obstacles. They had challenges. They proved what seemed nearly impossible to be very possible. You know, this video is an inspiration for me because there's some goals that I myself am trying to do right now, and they just seem impossible. History shows us time and time again, do not underestimate what one single person can do. Never underestimate, most of all, what you can do. Maybe you think, I will never be successful, I'll never be great. You're capable of a lot. All these people's stories that I just mentioned, it would be very difficult to predict their outcomes and their successes that they had later in life. They didn't give up, they were persistent, and they were determined to be successful despite the limitations they had. And Dr. Mom in class, this is my beautiful wife, Sarah. I figure she should be in the video too, Mom. Sarah's picking a hair from my head.
No, there was something in your hair.
Something in my hair. I don't know what it was. If you guys have any more ideas of inspiring topics to talk about, please post them in the comment below. Maybe why you should love people, why you should treat others with kindness. If you have an idea of something inspiring that I could do, I will definitely make that video if I'm knowledgeable on the topic.